Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Drive Knowledge. Today we are diving into a topic that's both fascinating and a bit eye-opening. It's about the future of transportation, specifically high-speed rail, and how two of the world's largest countries are approaching it differently. Buckle up because this is going to be a fast ride. Imagine traveling from Shanghai to Hongzhou, a distance of 200 km in just 9 minutes. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it's not. China is currently testing a train that can hit a speed over 1000 km per hour, faster than most commercial airplanes. Meanwhile, here in India, our fastest train struggle to stay on schedule, let alone reach such speed. Let's break down this. Okay, China latest project is an ultra high speed vacuum tube magnetic levitation system, or its maglev for short. This train doesn't just glide on tracks, it floats using powerful magnet, reducing friction to almost nothing. Inside a near vacuum tube, air resistance is minimized, allowing the train to reach mind-boggling speed for 1000 km per hour. That's like the traveling from Delhi to Mumbai in less than an hour. Let me show you some visuals. You can see the scales of this project: massive tube, elevated or pillars, cutting edge technology, and a clear vision for the future. The 200-kilometer journey from Shanghai to Hosang, which country take about 45 minutes by their high-speed rail, will shrink to just 9 minutes. That's the power of innovation. China, not new to high-speed rail, they have been investing heavily since the early 2000s, now boasting the world's longest and most high-speed rail network. This maglev project is just the latest chapter in their story of technological advancement. They are not just building trains, they are redefining how we think about travel. Now let's shift gears to India. We do have plans for high-speed rail, right? The Mumbai-Ahmedabad bullet train, for instance, aim for speed up 320 km per hour. That's impressive, but it's still a far cry from 1000 km. And then there's Hyperloop project, which theoretically could reach a speed of 1100 km, but it's still in testing phase. But here's the reality check. Our fastest operational train, the Vande Bharat, top out around 130 km per hour, and even the struggles with delay. It's not just about the speed, it's about reliability. While China is testing train that beats airplanes, our railway minister is busy posting reels of Vande Bharat on social media. It's stark contrast. Why the gap? It's not just about technology. Indian railway network is vast, serving millions daily, but it's also old and overburdened. Upgrading to high-speed rail require massive investment, not just in track and trains, but in the changing the entire ecosystem. Plus, there is question about who can afford these rides in India. 90% of the people is below the poverty line, making such advanced transport a luxury for many. This isn't just a bilateral comparison, it's part of a global race. Countries like Japan, France, and now China are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. High speed rail is seen as a cornerstone of sustainable development, reducing carbon emission and easing road congestion. China approach is aggressive with significant government backing and a willingness to invest in cutting edge technology. For India, the path is different. We need to balance innovation with accessibility. Projects like the Mumbai Ahmedabad corridor are steps in the right direction, but they need to be a part of larger strategy. It's just about building faster trains, it's about ensuring they serve the masses, not just the elite. What do you think? Should India prioritize high speed rail or there are other pressing infrastructure needs? Drop your thoughts in the comment below, and if you found this comparison interesting, don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more content like this. China Ultra High Speed Rail is a glimpse into the future, a future where travel times are slashed and efficiency is paramount. India, on other hand, is still navigating the present with challenging of infrastructure, funding, and accessibility. Both path and valid, but they are highlighted different priorities and capabilities. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more comparison like this, let me know. Remember, the future